Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Osborne from Synergy Family Wellness Center, Certified Life by Design Office, and welcome to episode 4 of Mythbuster May. So in the first 3 weeks of this month, we've talked about the top 5 myths on food, and then exercise, the top 5 myths on life. So today we're going to be talking about the top 5 chiropractic myths debunked. Now my purpose and my intention with the video blog today is to, perhaps if chiropractic is something that's new for you, or maybe you thought some of these things about chiropractic, these myths that we're going to discuss today, that perhaps it'll open up your eyes for you to really discover what chiropractic is. For those of you who are under regular care, or maybe practice members in our office and are really trying to get through to family or friend and trying to help to educate and inspire them to come in and get checked, this will give you a great tool and resource to be able to forward and share with them. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So myth number 1 is that chiropractic is an addiction, that once you start going, you can't really stop. I always find this kind of a funny one, and I've heard this many, many times, but I often will come back with a question and say to that person that says that to me of, well, how often do you brush your teeth? Do you keep on exercising? Did you decide to eat, real food and then go, well, I'm kind of done with that? Did you decide that getting enough sleep was only good for a week and then you were kind of going on to the next trend of the fad? Well, of course not. Those all seem ridiculous, right? Really, it comes down to this is a choice. We understand that just like, moving your body every single day and eating real food and getting enough sleep and enough water and all those great things are requirements that our body really needs to be extraordinary, right? Health isn't an event. We don't get to a certain place and then done. It is ongoing. And so these are all steps that we need to do to really be the best expression of ourselves. Myth number 2, chiropractic is only for back pain, neck pain, headaches, or maybe someone that's sustained injuries from, say, something like a car accident. And there's colleagues that I have that do specialize in relief care. I think that's a great service to have. And I think it's a wonderful thing that there's all sorts of different ways that we can practice in our great profession of chiropractic. However, the flip side of that is that often people get confused. They're not really sure what chiropractic is or what it isn't. And our intention in the office, myself and Dr. Ed, is never to eliminate someone's pain. Now, that's often the side effect, as you will, of what will happen when people start functioning with a better nerve system, a clear nerve system. But really, our intention each time that we lay our hands on someone, and we consider that to be a very sacred and very special thing for us to have the opportunity to do that in our office as often as we do every single day, every single week. But our intention is to check for nerve interference. We're going to deliver a specific force, which will then allow the body to make those adjustments on its own and allow the brain and body to now communicate properly so you can be the best expression of you. Think of dentistry back in the 50s. It was at a point then where you only went in if your teeth hurt, right? And most likely your teeth was maybe rotting and it would get pulled out, and then that was done with it. And so what happened? Well, they decided to educate. They specifically went into the schools and they started to really shift a whole generation, and people understood the principles now of dentistry, which is you take care of your teeth and there's things that you can do every day versus waiting for crisis to happen. And so chiropractic is at that point now where a lot of us are now doing the work to really get that message out there. All right, so myth number 3 is that chiropractic is an alternative to medicine. Chiropractic and medicine are both separate and distinct professions. Purpose of medicine is to diagnose and treat some kind of a symptom, condition, or disease state. And the purpose of chiropractic is to clear that brain-body communication to really produce, you being the best you, right? You being able to function at your optimal best. So, if you have a gaping wound, please don't come see me, right? That's obviously would be a medical type of issue. So we do function just separate and distinct, and we do acknowledge as chiropractors that there is a place for medicine by all means, but it is not an alternative. Chiropractic is absolutely separate from medicine, and we have a different intention, a different purpose altogether. Myth number 4 is that chiropractic is not scientific. Now, understand that chiropractic is rooted in science. It's really based on anatomy, specifically when we take a look at the nervous system. And the purpose of our nerve system is to control everything. It's often referred to as the master control system for that reason. It controls every single organ, cell, tissue, gland, everything. And that if there is something that we call in chiropractic a subluxation, meaning a misalignment of one of those spinal bones that now interferes, it interrupts with that ability for your brain and body to communicate, well, then you will be less than optimal. Yeah, you can exist and get by, but if you want to really live an extraordinary life, if you want to really function at your best, having a clear communication between your brain and your body is the foundation to really beginning that extraordinary life. And myth number 5 is that, you chiropractors, you believe that you can fix or heal anything. And listen, your body's intelligent. I'm not going to ever think that I know more than what your body knows how to do. We try to make things, I believe, so complicated, but I think it really comes down to understanding, again, how smart that our body is. And really, who am I to really think that, the symphony of magnificence that happens in your body every single day, that somehow I know how to magically, quote unquote, fix that. Not at all. Again, coming back to what our intention is. Our intention, myself and Dr. Ed, is never to fix, to treat, to cure, to eliminate a symptom, but is to simply allow your body to express itself fully. And again, I know that sounds so simplistic. I love Dr. Jamie Richards had mentioned on the Life by Design podcast, one of his friends and colleagues, Dr. Ryan French, that made this statement about it, that it's so simple, it offends the mind. And I know we look for complicated things, but really, we as chiropractors understand the intelligence of the body and really work with that to allow you to be awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed these 4 episodes on Mythbuster May. Look forward to more video blogs coming out every single Thursday. If you have any suggestions you'd like us to shoot a video about, please email me, Dr. Karen at synergyfamilywellnesscenter.com, and have an awesome day.